Hi guys, and welcome to Explandio 3 review. So the new version of Explandio is out, and I'm gonna show you what are the new features compared to Explandio 2. Okay, so this is basically what is new in Explaindio 3. Multiple animations at the same time. So for example, if you have like an arrow pointing at something, now you can have, for example, an arrow pointing from two separate directions at one picture at the same time. I'm going to show you how that works in a second. You have full multi-timeline editing. I'm going to show you what that is too. Full 3D animations. These are being worked on right now, and there has been a question in the Facebook group about what 3D elements users would like to have. And just so you don't think I'm making this up, here is Andrew Darius, the vendor for the creator of the Explaindio 3, asking, we are starting to work on 3D natural looking human animated characters next week. Please post what kind of characters you want. So that was September 13. Right now is October the 2nd, so they have, I believe, some characters already done. They have not yet been imported in the software itself over here, but as soon as they are, I will update my review. Okay, so you will have the ability to, basically select from some of the 3D animations. You can import external 3D elements or 3D models and animation itself. You have 180 plus pre-made text animations. There are some new features there regarding text animations that I will show you as well. 140 plus pre-made video, image, doodle objects and animations. You have easy video creation wizard, keyframe animation, new built-in transitions, importing videos in most popular formats such as these. And MP4 as well. You have Youzign and pixabay integrations. Okay, so let's dive into the software and let me show you what's happening on the inside software itself. I have a little presentation ready here for you to show you the morph function. Let me just click here to see if this works. Yeah, here we go. So you can see it morph from one image to another. Perhaps the first thing you will notice here is that the timeline here is different. You have sort of like a Camtasia timeline where you can add elements one below the other and then just drag them for different timings. So if you have elements one below the other, they will be animated at the same time. They will enter the screen at the same time. And for adding animation, you simply click on the element over here. Oh, by the way, you can change the size of this over here. So you can have medium and large. You can hide it completely. You can have like a small one, or you can just customize the size right over here. Okay, so I like to have it just below the last element on my timeline. So if you want to play any one of these animations or certain elements, you just click here and this animation will be played, as you can see here. This is the morph feature. There has been, I haven't figured out how to play exactly the entire animation from the beginning till the end. This might be a little glitch, might be not, I'm not sure, but you can always press here for scene preview and this will show you the entire animation. For adding animations, you just click on the little play here, then you click add new effect. And you have your basic effects, sketch, fade, fly. You are familiar with this from the Explaindio 2 if you have used it before. I think this one, just a second, no, that's not, the morph feature is new. The animation presets are new, and you have a bunch of these. You have, as you can see, a bunch of hide animations, and you have text by letter. This means that it will affect each individual letter inside your words or sentences that you have entered as a text element on your slides. Okay, so if you are wondering how to do this morph feature over here, you basically just select the elements that are below. For example, if you want this, this is the image elements over here, and you will have the text and the image element below the text. So you select the element that is below the first element that will appear, from which the morph will occur, and then you just select the effect as morph, and that's basically it. So over here I have this little chubby fellow showing up, and after that I have this athletic man, and I selected to morph, from this image to this. And here you have your different elements, and you can select from which element it will morph into this one. You can also click here to remove the morphed object. So if I haven't clicked on this one, this will stay here and it will not look good. So if I click here, just by clicking here, you will remove the element that it is morphing from. So that's the morph feature explained. Another new thing about the Explandio 3 version is that right now you will adjust the length of the elements here on the timeline by dragging this little bar over here. If I go here under Open Canvas, you will see that there's a new section over here for adding 3D objects. As I mentioned earlier, these are not finished yet, but I will tell you about it when it is done. You have your add text, add sketch image, bitmap image, animation GIF, video, and animation slides are all here as in the previous 2.0 version. Okay. Was there something else I want to mention? Oh yeah, there's royalty-free images and royalty-free footage. That of course is the part of the upgrade, but you will definitely a cool feature, for adding quickly searching the images on the web that have a royalty-free license for you to use. Same goes with the videos as well. Of course, one other news here is that I forgot to mention, when you click on add image, you can add it from local storage, of course, and then you can add it from Youzign and from Pixabay. And to set that up, you just go to your settings, and you will basically connect Youzign and Pixabay to your Explaindio account. So I'm doing basically a new slide for you guys just to show you something. And here under animation presets, you can see this is new. Also, you have a bunch of already done for you animations that you can simply select all over here. And currently I'm adding an animation to text, so I'm gonna select this text by letter. And I'm gonna select the slide from up over here. You will notice over here I have added two arrows which are sketch images, and as you can see here they have pre-made animations over here, so you have to remove this one because I don't want those animations. I want them to fly in from the top. So I'm gonna add a new effect over here. I'm gonna fly in over here for this one and fly in for this one. And let me see. Yeah, that works. So for this one I have selected to come from this side, and for this one I have selected to come from the opposite side. So now if you play it, you will see them coming in from these sides, and I'll let you do a scene preview to see the whole thing like this. So these are the multiple animations at the same time, as you can see on the arrows. Just wanted to show you that part as well. And it's pretty easy to use. You just it's a matter of aligning them exactly one above the other. What I would suggest here is sort of like the Camtasia, like a snap thing here that or like rulers. So it basically recognizes the start and end points of these elements here. It doesn't have this, perhaps in the future updates, but I think this would be great so that when you move this, it just snaps on the end of for example this element below. It could get a little tricky for exactly aligning them at the same time, but I don't think it would be much of an issue. Just know that it would be great to have this sort of magnetic snap-on feature here as well. Adding the audio here is basically the same as in the Explaindio 2 version. You can add a voiceover here. You can select your volume, fade in, fade out, fade in seconds. And for adding your voiceover, you can just click here and start recording. But the animation will start, and you will have to. So if I click here, the animation will start. I will start talking and so on. And when I click stop, and it won't stop, you can pause it, you can just stop everything, and then you will have your audio file ready, and then you will have to record again, but it will start from the start again. So what I found it better to do actually is to actually just go into the presentation mode, and then as you move around or create your presentation, you do the voiceover, for example in Camtasia or some other audio program. You have your undo redo buttons. You can open and create your project, of course, save and save as. You can preview it over here, and you can also import a bunch of stuff here. You can import a slide pack, MP3 music, image pack, sketch pack, slide pack from another Flash animation software, and import the font file only over here. If I, for example, selected to sketch this image over here, you can set your hand. You can be below, or rather you can just set the hands over here, like in the 2.0 version as well, and that is still the same. And over here under settings, you can select your keyboard keys for your next previous slide, pause slide, undo redo keys, and this is where you can enter your Youzign key and token and pixabay key as well. So very cool in my opinion. For me personally, Explandio is still one of the favorite video creation and presentation software for me. And I have reviewed a bunch of video creation softwares here. Perhaps this is something a little bit to get used to, this timeline here, but I mean it's nothing huge. I think everyone will manage to get around and basically have like a low, like a short adjustment period to the 3.0 version. So I'm going to explain the OTOs in my written review. So that's it for this video review. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time.